Beldum. If you don't know, Beldum is a Gen 3 pseudo-legendary Pokemon. It is one of 2 pseudos in the entire Pokemon universe that is not a Dragon-type Pokemon. And whenever we're tiering pseudos, I would have to say Metagross, the final evo of Beldum, is probably my second favorite. But if we're going to be tiering it on shiny pseudos, Metagross is the top of my list, and that's what we're going to be hunting today. But where do we start? First, I went to the Pokédex to find his location. I noticed they spawn more in the southern region of the icy part of the new DLC. I put a pin in the rough center of where they spawn just to give me a base idea on where I needed to go. Once I got to the area I wanted to hunt, I noticed Beldum and Duraludon spawning basically in the same area. Which this does kind of suck, because they're both steel types, and in the back of my mind, I was thinking by using a steel sandwich, I was still unsure if Solosis also spawned in that area, because I also saw Solosis spawning kind of in the lower region. That's why I didn't want to go with Psychic type, so now we got a little bit of an issue. Even with that information, I decided to just run it with the steel sandwich anyway. I dropped a save and started my shifted subway. Once I ate the most beautiful sandwich ever created, it was time to hunt. Right away, I noticed a lot of Duraludon started to spawn, which had me worried about if I should have done a Psychic sandwich instead. I ended up just forgetting that thought. Worst case scenario, I'll just go with Psychic on my second sandwich anyway. Luckily, I had this thought because almost immediately, I got a shiny Duraludon, which is super dope, but again, not my target. So I caught him and moved on. And after going through my first sandwich, about the middle of it, I didn't really have too much confidence in getting the shiny Beldum on this sandwich. Reasons being, my spawns were giving me about 4 to 5 Duraludon to my 1 to 2 Beldum. So really, even with the shiny charm and a sparkling power sandwich, I really just wasn't getting enough spawns. But right at the end of my sandwich, I got another shiny Duraludon. I went ahead and caught it, then shortly after, I began making my second sandwich. Immediately, there were so many more Beldum. The entire cliffside I was hunting on was filled with Beldum. And that's when my hopes started to rise. Not too long later, it finally happened. I finally got my shiny Beldum. But honestly, I got nervous. If you didn't know, Beldum, its entire line, it's really hard to catch. It has the same catch rate as legendary Pokemon, which is a 3 or 1.6%, I think. And I'm only using Luxury Balls. And Luxury Balls have the same catch rate as a Pokeball. So it's going to be a hunt. Also, if you didn't know, Luxury Balls, they are not cheap. They are 3,000 Poké-Dollars in Scarlet and Violet. So some people may say that's a waste of money. Which, to be fair, it is. But I want all my shinies to live in luxury. After throwing $48,000, I got my shiny Beldum. And it's beautiful. But my sandwich still has 15 minutes, so I decided to run it. Honestly, while I was going through the sandwich, I was already happy. I got 2 shiny Duraludons and my shiny Beldum. But there was a chance to get more. And surely enough, when my sandwich hit 2 minutes, I got another one. Which caught on the second ball with a crit capture. Also, if you were wondering, neither of them had a mark. Now the only thing left to do was evolve one and add shiny Metagross to the team. If you enjoy shiny hunting or just Pokemon content in general, consider dropping a subscribe. It's free. Anyway, that'll be it for me. I'll see you later.